Hi, welcome to the 7th devlog of my sound-based stealth game Quiet. To start this one off, I did a couple changes to the shader, and we also have, well, the shader in this room, and then we also have this trash can. Animation is just temporary. We're going to make the flies do something a little bit more interesting, because it looks kind of dull right now. They just go up and down. Secondly, we actually have the start for the art in the inside portion of the gas station. On top of that, I also added trails to the sound waves, so it looks a lot better. To achieve having good FPS with this, with all these trails popping up, which is a ton of images animated, I had to implement sprite batching for that, which I have implemented for a couple other things, but it was a little bit extra work because I had to deal with several batches because there's 8 different images for each of the trails. The next thing I want to talk about is whenever the enemy gets close to you, now he will do an attack animation, and you can see there's a little bit of almost looks like a smudge that appears after he hits the ground. That's actually just temporary art that I made just so I can get a shockwave in place, so that whenever my artist goes and redoes it and makes an actual nice looking animation, it will be complete and I can go and implement player damage and everything, and maybe even death after this. But as you can see, whenever he gets close enough within a certain radius, he'll hit the ground, and it doesn't happen over and over. It's on an interval, so there's a cooldown whenever he can attack, and depending on which side he's facing, will be the side that he does the animation on. So I have a couple plans with this, but for now it's mostly done, at least for the grub. I'm gonna have to do it differently for each enemy, most likely though. Something else I want to talk about was that I have a friend doing some of the programming for me now, so he's helping me out with a couple things I didn't finish, and he's also going to work on new stuff once we get a few of the big bugs fixed with pathfinding. But for now, he's completed the audio and music systems that I started, which play all of the audio cues and the music in the game. So now through our engine, we can, change the volume, loop a song, change a song, as well as pause a song. So same thing for audio, so like player footsteps, for example. And we have a build where we are testing adding footsteps and stuff and the music, and it's working just fine. I would show it off, but I want to wait till it's more complete. But yeah, so far it's going well, working with him on it. The final thing I want to talk about this video would be the plans for my next kind of, I guess, benchmark, because every time I make these videos, I kind of have a few things that I wanted done finished, right? So the plans for now is to get level transitions, so whenever you walk up to the door, so for example, if we start the game, and if I walk up to the gas station door up here, I wanted to have so that there's a little, I don't know, maybe an E or something floating above the door, that whenever you press it, it'll switch to this room, and then you'll your character will walk in from down here or something. But that's just one of the things. I also want to start working on kind of a saving and loading system, so I can go ahead and implement player death, since we have attacking pretty much finished for at least this enemy. On top of that, we want to fix the I think there's just 2 bugs that remain with pathfinding that aren't amazingly serious in all, but we want it to be as perfect as possible. And I think that's the majority of what I want to get finished this week, or next couple weeks at least. I might start implementing UI for the menu, but honestly, it's been slow work because I just started a new job, and as well as having school, so getting as much done as I can. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and here's the link to our Patreon, Instagram, and go ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't, so you can keep up with our videos.